I was woken at 1 a.m. because of this. Welcome everyone, my name is Harvey, I am the admin of the Monulite SMP, and this video is going to be a quick one. It's going to be a quick one while I talk about this. What is this all about? Well, this is the server, guys. So firstly, why are we self-hosting? Right, we looked into companies like Bisect Hosting and stuff to be able to run this, and it's what we've been doing for the last sort of 2 years. And it was getting to the point where for the mods that we wanted, you were looking at about 250 quid every 6 months. So I decided to investigate the opportunity of using some of the hardware I already had, so in this case a gaming laptop that I wasn't really using, to make it significantly cheaper. That was the idea. So after that, we started doing some testing. There's also a second part to this, guys. If you're an IT guy or someone with an interest in it, then it's something for you to learn, right? So you get the opportunity to learn alongside trying to provide a service for your friends. So we're going to talk about this right now. Okay, so this is what is hosting the server. It's just a gaming laptop, right? I bought it a few years ago. It is a Lenovo Legion 15, right? So spec sheets I'm going to put on the screen, but it is not i7, Ryzen 7, 16 gig RAM and a 3070. So it's pretty good. It is a powerhouse. Now it is overpowered for Minecraft. Minecraft doesn't take a lot. So in terms of the server, there are 3 pillars. So we're talking about the server itself, okay, how players access it, and the management side of it as well. So in terms of the server itself, it's just a folder on my desktop that you can get from there's a website that gives you like the basic requirements for hosting a Minecraft server. So I just downloaded that, put the mods in from the pack, sifted through the ones that are client side and bin them off. That's the server. You just run the bat file, done. Secondly, is how players connect in. So I used a website called playit.gg to host it's kind of like a VPN tunnel straight from someone. I give them a link straight from the outside world into my server. So it's not an IP, it's an actual DNS link that they use through a tunnel. And then thirdly, the management side. I have my laptop, my gaming computer, and my phone inside a Tailscale VPN group, which means that I can access the computers from anywhere as long as they're on. And this really did help when I created my monitoring dashboard that I use instead of looking at the horrible server command line. So there were 3 main challenges that I came across. The first one was just how we're going to do backups of the world automatically. Secondly was how much RAM is this actually going to eat up, like of this laptop, right? And thirdly, is my laptop going to be able to provide a stable enough platform for loads of people to be on? So challenge number 1, RAM. Right, we did some testing. Okay, we hosted the world for a good week or so before we went live and got people to join, people to fuck around. We even detonated something like 20,000 TNT in one go to see if we could crash the server. It did crash. So what I did is I changed the tick rate so that the server won't crash now. It will just keep trying to figure it out and then recover on its own, unless there's obviously a really bad thing. Secondly, we were concerned about how many people could join and if the server stability was going to be a problem, especially considering I'm not using industrial Wi-Fi, I'm using my own home broadband. So we did a bunch of testing on that as well before we went live and before any money was handed over to me, so it was fine. And then thirdly, I forgot to mention, which was just how am I going to manage this? Now, I spoke about this about a minute ago with the Tailscale network, but I wanted some way of managing the dashboard from if I was away from home, which did come up. I was away for work and the server crashed. I had to ring up my missus and say, look, I need to talk you through how to fix this. So after that a couple of days away, I came back and made my own custom dashboard to fix this so I can monitor it from anywhere. Lessons learned, right? At the start, I was definitely panicking. Like, I thought, am I going to be able to keep this consistent for everyone that wants to play? Now, I'm not really a big player of the game, but my friends are. So I was like, am I going to be able to keep this alive, keep the Monulite community growing, and allow people to make the content on the back of this? You know, that was the goal. So there was a bit of panic. However, with all the testing, the dashboard that I've made, it's all worked out. so far. My advice is, if you get the opportunity to do a project like this, just do it. Like, it's really rewarding. So yes, AI was used to help me do this project. Now, it helped me create the dashboard that I use to monitor this. Now, AI is a really useful tool as long as it's used correctly. So the correct way of using AI is to use it as a tool to make your life faster, not necessarily to replace skills. So I used it to help compile the dashboards. I've done web development before on HTML and CSS, so I knew how to build the back to build the front end, but I didn't know Python, not really that well. I can interpret Python code, but not enough to write it consistently. If there are any problems, I could look at the code manually and make my edits because I know kind of what I'm doing. Okay, that's the use of AI. And the second use of AI was in this video. So the graphics that you've seen so far was created with the help of Claude. I am a full-time worker that doesn't have time to create Photoshop images or has the money to have Photoshop. I used to have Photoshop. I was paying £28 a month for Photoshop and Premiere Pro. When that came to an end, or a month before it came to an end, they said, right, you're paying £28 a month now. It's going to go up to £67 a month. And I went, no chance. So I canned that. I'm not sitting here for hours making those graphics. So just to wrap it up, everyone, okay, I've learned a lot from this project. All right, it's helped me learn new things, especially around the Python scripts and stuff like that. But also it's helped me host a service for my friends so that they can pursue their dreams of creating content, and I can do a little bit of content here and there, especially with this channel, doing more of the tech side of it and how it works. Okay, so if you'd like to see more for how the back end works and how the tech works, put it in the comments below. I'm more than happy to go through it. It is a real joy to host this, and it's a really cool project. If there's an opportunity for any of you guys to do something similar, take it. It is so fun, so rewarding. And on that note, have a wonderful day. Catch you all later.